Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I got a few early birds in here, as usual, so thank you all very much for being here, and good morning once again. Uh, Hello to Mandy's Candy. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Bad Idea Lab, 513 is in the house. Tim and Kathy from Team Lynch, thank you so much for being here. Jack Felmy, thank you very much. Good morning. Workman's Adventures, Minimal Blevins, and Josh from 508 Magnus. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. As you can tell, if you've been up already this morning, I did not have a video this week. I just didn't have good luck of going out and getting fines, and I didn't want to just slap like just anything together and just throw it out there. So I figured, why not go live for the first time of 2025? So Piedmont Artifacts, good morning. David Alfonsetti Art is in the house as well. Good morning, David. Thank you for being here. I'm going to wait just a little bit more for some more people to come in here, and then we're going to go over some interesting facts today. I'll explain all about it. We'll chat about it. If anybody has any questions in the meantime, of course, just ask a question. I'll do my very best to say hi to everybody and to answer anybody's questions. Let me just do one other thing here real quick. Get in here if I can. Hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend thus far. William E., good morning. Good morning, brother. Thank you for being here. Give me the old fist. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're all getting out and detecting if you can. BMF, Brock is in the house. Good morning. Good morning to you, brother. It's snowing out here today in Massachusetts, finally. I remember growing up all my life living in Massachusetts, and we always had snow. I mean, winter hit, we had snow, it stayed, it snowed a bunch, and we would have a blast playing in the snow. So Iron Antler Adventures, good morning, brother James. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I hope it sounds good. Thank you, Brockton. I appreciate that. But I can remember, man, we had snow that was like waist high. We would pile it up into 15-foot tall things and go sledding down them and jumping down, all kinds of stuff. Just a blast. New England PDA, Chris, good morning. Thank you for being here. It's white outside in North Georgia. That's awesome. Yeah, we just, I don't know, in the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, we've gotten literally like 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow. It just hasn't snowed much here at all. And still hasn't this year. We got a little dusting one day, and today we have a dusting, and the ground is just starting to freeze. When I went out on Tuesday, there were areas where it was completely fine. Then there are areas where it was absolutely horrendous. So let me see. Okay. I do that. Just taking care of a couple more things here, but I mean, I enjoy the snow. I like the snow. It's something like I said, I've lived in Massachusetts pretty much all my life. Always had lots of snow, and I've always loved it. So to not have it here now is it's kind of sad at sometimes. Let me get out of here. Danimals, what's going on? I bought a snowblower 3 years ago. It hasn't snowed since. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I've had one for a few years now too. And I had a little small one that was wicked crappy, and I barely used it. And then I got a bigger one, and I haven't used it at all. I think I used it 1 year just for the heck of it, and that was it. Amanda, good morning, Amanda. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's weird how it doesn't snow. I feel like at one of these times we have to get absolutely hammered with a snowstorm. It's been really windy. Lately, but yeah, same here. I honestly don't even think we have 1 inch of snow out here. Our dusting is just enough to cover everything. Like, you can still see the green grass through the snow, but everything's covered, Let me see. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris. I wish I could go. Silver Assassin, good morning, brother. I wish I could go detecting today, but I can't. That's okay. Yeah, my coffee mug, wicked before coffee. I love this. Technically it's a Halloween mug, but it's my wicked mug. Let's see what else was I gonna do here. I'm just setting up a couple things as well while we chit chat for a couple giveaways. I'm gonna do a member giveaway, and then I'm gonna do a regular giveaway just for the chat in here as well. At some point, I will show you what those things are, and we'll be doing that probably towards the latter part of the stream. And of course, I do, as I mentioned at the beginning, for anyone who is just popping in, I do have some information to chat about, some historical facts type of information. And BMF, yes, a member for 13 months. Thank you so much, Brockton. You're a good friend, good supporter of myself and everybody in the community, really. So if you're not subscribed to Brockton Magnificia for some reason, please do. Oh my gosh. Tim and Kathy, for real, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Absolutely legends. Team Lynch, guys, I'm sure everybody knows them in here. If you don't, then you have to go follow them, of course, too. But they're absolutely amazing people. Great channel, just really fun. I'm hoping that someday, you and I, of course, we all get together and dig. Whether I go down there or you come up here, whatever. They're always sharing everybody's videos and posts. And it's just amazing throughout the whole entire community. So thank you so much, Tim and Kathy. I really appreciate that. You guys don't have to do that. I appreciate it. Although, I do love my coffee. So thank you. I'm not, I don't really drink booze or anything like that once in a blue moon, but I love coffee. So thank you so much. Yeah, I bet Trevor. Yeah, he, that's awesome. That's awesome. I got to send out the letter. Hopefully Monday, I'll send out some stuff to him as well. I have it all packaged. I just got to get it ready to go. Bad Idea Lab. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We should all go down for the awesome club hunt in New Jersey. That would be a blast. I really want to do that, Josh. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, Hit B does some awesome gold panning. Absolutely, without a doubt. That would be cool. Make a whole trip up the East Coast or something, we get the more of us that can get together, the better, Yeah, absolutely, William. Definitely you can use a triple score without updating it first. I have to check because I'm honestly not sure. I think I did my triple score, but I'm not positive if I updated it or not. Mario Santana, good morning. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Don't have any more coffee right now, so it's tea time. Oh boy, yeah, I don't like to run out of coffee, but if I get close, I go to the store to get coffee, that's for sure. But I do love tea. I usually drink tea every single night, actually. Dude, that would be awesome, Trevor. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Would be a blast. Let's see, I gotta get over here and type in. All right, get the Bad Idea Lab over here on the wheel as I'm updating things over here. Let's see, I gotta do one more thing here. Do that. So every day at my work, every morning, we have like a 3-minute meeting where we talk about numbers from the day before. We talk about goals for the current day. Any news, different things that's that's happening basically. Let's see something here, and but I usually do fun facts for the day. We do like fun I do fun historical facts. It used to be we'd have the meeting and it was kind of boring. So it would we would talk over the numbers. Everyone would go back to work, and everyone would be like, "Oh, this meeting." So I started doing fun facts and looking up famous people's birthdays. Things in history that happened on the day that we're having our meeting and stuff like that, and in national in the national day, national whatever day it was that day. So I'm going to go over a little bit of that with you today with some stuff that, I researched, and today was a pretty historical day for a couple of things. And, or for one thing in particular that, I was interested in reading about, as well as somebody famous's birthday. So, I'm so sorry to hear about that. That stinks. That would be me. Yeah. Tim, you know what? I'm the president of my club. This is the third year, I believe, that I've been president of our metal detecting club. I enjoy it. At times it can be a lot of work, but it's really not. And you have other officers that would hopefully help you where, you all work with each other. Everybody works with each other. I even had members of the club last night volunteering for stuff. They're like, listen, if you need help doing this or that, we can volunteer. We could delegate work out. Like, just to hear that, was really nice. So, just like, the majority, I think, of everybody in this community on YouTube and metal detective clubs and everything, we're all doing the same thing. And ultimately, we should all be here to help each other. So if you ever decide to do anything like that and you want to reach out, Tim, reach out. If you need any hand, you got any questions about doing it, but I'm sure you'll do fine. You're a smart man. So, but I'm always here for you. And that goes for pretty much everybody here. If you ever need anything, you have any questions, you can email me. My email is usually in the description of the videos. I don't believe it's in this one. And you can find me on Facebook too. If you have Facebook, I've been doing a lot on Facebook. Digging with Wicked Digger is my page on Facebook. And, I appreciate anybody who wants to follow me there. And so I've been posting a lot of posts there, clips, throwback videos. Sometimes you get sneak peeks of things before they hit YouTube and they get edited on videos here. So that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to hit this. So yeah, I would appreciate it if anybody wanted to follow me on Facebook. I'll be there. I don't know what's going on here. Come on. You got good offices. Our old president kept everything close to the vest. Very good. Very good. History is cool. You never know what you're going to learn. It's absolutely true. You've been, sometimes, it's nice to just brush upon our history from, things that maybe we forgot about growing up. That's a lot of the reason why I started metal detecting. It wasn't by no means and I don't chase after gold and precious things. I don't, I like old stuff. So the history is it's more important to me. Trust me, if I find a gold ring or a necklace or something that's, $1,000, $5,000, whatever it happens to be, I'd be tickled pink. But it wouldn't be cherished by me like a shoe buckle or a particular button or relic or something that, I would display in my room. And I just, for the most part, I did find a gold ring one time. Can't remember the weight on it. I think it was 8.1 grams or something like that. And it was a nice solid gold ring. There was no way of finding the owner in it because there wasn't like anything on it that would say like, okay, I could find this owner. And it just, so it was nothing special, and I sold it because it just didn't mean much to me. I've always loved history, and the American Civil War is my favorite thing to read about. That's awesome. That is awesome. Lord of the Rings. Good morning. Good morning. Chris is in the house. Good morning. Metal Detecting Mermaid. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you showing up. Yeah, I totally agree. Rather have a sweet etched Tomback button than a gold ring. Definitely, without a doubt. 3 good nerds. Justin's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. So many legendary people in here. This is awesome. Thank you all so very much for being here. This is amazing. Let me see. I could get out of here. All right. I'm going to bring up this wheel just so you can see for now. I'm going to add this to the stage. These are current members of the channel, and I'm going to show you real quick what I have for a giveaway for members. So, and again, we'll do the giveaways after. I know I've been just chit-chatting a bunch, but we're going to get to some good information here, and then we'll get to doing some giveaways here as well. Thing that I want to remove. I almost removed me completely out of here. Respend if you respend. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I kind of figured that, but so for the member giveaway today, and members do not have to be present. I will appreciate it if you are, of course, but we will if you win and you're not present and you're a member, I will reach out to you one way or the other. We'll figure it out. I'll make a video and announce it if I have to. But so for members, I have a Wicked Digger sticker and a 508 magnet sticker. I'm sure if I get together with Brian, he'll probably toss one in. Maybe I should have grabbed some from you last time when we all exchanged stickers. For some reason I didn't. I have a Wicked Digger pin. Definitely, Chris. That is so cool. To find stuff and just say like, wow, this has been in the ground probably seriously for 200-300 years. Somebody dropped this, or last time they buttoned this button, they popped it off, didn't know where it went. We just found it, whatever it is. That is so awesome. Yeah, our area is awesome for that. And Bryce says he's got some stickers. So then we got the pin. We got 2 stickers for the member giveaway. We've got a silver 1946 silver Washington quarter we're going to add to it. And then we have, get the tape off of this thing so you can see it a little better. There we go. A 1921 copper round. That thing's absolutely beautiful. It looks like a peace dollar. So we're going to give that away. I did win that quarter last night. You got that right? I said that right away, too. I said, I'm going to give this away on my live. So paying it forward, giving away the silver quarter and this beautiful 1921 peace dollar copper round. I just broke the little plastic case that comes in, so I'll put it in something else when I ship it for you. Dude, Chris, absolutely. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We, Brian and I both love getting together with people and detecting and saving history together. In my eyes, it's the more the merrier. As long as the permission in the place allows, the more the merrier. Obviously, sometimes I've had, a permission that I've had for years. I've only been able to invite people like a handful of times because right from the get-go, the owner didn't want anybody but me on this place. It's like 100 acres, just over 100 acres of farmland. And I basically had it all to myself for many years, for like 3-4 years. And then he slowly was like, okay, you can bring one person. And then one time I asked him, can I bring a couple of people? Okay, yeah, it's fine. So once in a while he would let me. But for the most part, anytime I asked, he's like, I'm really not interested in your friends, but I don't mind if you go out. But with that being said, most of the time I feel like people don't really mind. Obviously, if it's in a house, nobody wants, 15 people in there, 1 acre yards roaming around. But on the big farm fields and stuff like that, I mean, it's so big, you could put 20 people out there and might see 2 walking by at some point. So, all right, and then we have a member an everybody giveaway later on inside here. I do prefer that you are in the United States. I don't really ship outside the United States, but this will be for the giveaway in here. This is a Susan B. Anthony dollar. Oh my gosh, I almost blanked out. The Susan B. Anthony dollar. It's not silver, but it's a cool coin. I absolutely love these. I don't know why I just always have. I think it's because of the shape of them, kind of. I know the white stuff is coming down. It's cold. We have stickers again. Same thing for everybody in chat. And we got one of the buttons, pins, whatever you like to call it. It's a pin, technically. And then we have another copper round. That is a Walking Liberty. Take this out of here. Maybe you'll see it better too. There we go. So Walking Liberty copper round. It's an absolutely beautiful round, stunning coin. Always love the Walking Liberties and the Peace dollars, Morgan dollars, anything like that. Our snow is melting away already. I hope mine does soon. Although, thanks, brother. Although Yodi's in the house too. What's up? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Although the one good thing about when it does snow, especially for the farm fields and stuff like that up here, that's insulation. And it usually helps keep the ground soft because you get the insulation from the snow, and it helps keep the ground from freezing. Kind of like having a bunch of leaves on it, or how the woods stay, soft enough to dig where the fields are frozen. You just have a lot of coverage, keeps it protected. It's A-okay. All right. So let's go over some information here that maybe you do know, maybe you don't know. But I like doing this, and I wanted to share it with everybody. And it's something that I've also been toying with the idea of doing something like this, maybe a couple times a week. I don't think I would have the timing to do it every day, although I would absolutely love to do it every day and make a video on information like this. So National Day today, there's a few of them. I only wrote down one that I thought was very interesting, but today is National Arkansas Day. Arkansas is known as a natural state, and part of the reason it's known as that is that over half of the state is covered in forest area. More than 1 million acres is national forest in Arkansas. Now that sounds awesome to someone. I didn't really know that. I don't know too much about, all these different states and stuff like that, of course, especially certain facts like that. I probably know less about Massachusetts than I should. Good morning, Colonel. Thank you for popping in. Everybody check out Colonel's Collecting and Detecting. If you have not, thank you so much for being here. So National Arkansas Day is today. And the reason they celebrate National Arkansas Day is because it's the 25th state to join the Union. Very cool information. Like I said, I love doing this stuff at work. It helps me learn things. It helps other employees that I work with learn things. I think that they seem to like it. It makes our morning meetings enjoyable. And it's something, like I said, that I just really wanted to share with everybody. So Southern Relics in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Stephen. Good morning. Everybody, make sure you follow Southern Relics, please. If you don't, you're missing out. Okay? You're missing out here. I got to do one more thing here as well. And there we go. Sometimes I miss some stuff. Sometimes I catch it. But Yodi, you are officially going to be blue on here as well. Just happened to notice you weren't. So I'm wicked big on everybody sharing channels and checking out everybody's channels because there are so many amazing detecting channels, magnet fishing channels, rock hunting channels, all kinds of stuff out there. So if you're here and you have the capability of sharing your channel or somebody else's, I don't mind. All I ever ask is that you just don't spam the chat with, all kinds of sharing your page like 10 times in a row. If you want to do it 3 or 4 times throughout the stream, that's fine by me. But, just don't spam the chat. That way everyone can see stuff and everyone can post things and keep it smooth. So that's it for National Day that we're talking about. National Arkansas Day. I don't know if anybody in here is from Arkansas, but it is your National Day today. 25th state to join the Union. And over half the state covered in forestry, over 1 million acres. That sounds really cool. I love the woods. And that sounds much more appealing to me than big city life. Some people love the city. I'm just not a city guy. All right. So the next thing that we'll talk about is today in history. I have one topic to talk about, and that is Amelia Earhart. Hopefully, there's people in here who, don't know about Amelia Earhart or don't know too much about it. I don't have a ton to talk about, but I got enough to talk about her and some things that she has been successful with, why she is, famous, basically, and brush up upon it. So, on today's date, January 11th, in 1935, Amelia Earhart made the first successful solo flight from Hawaii to California. In 1935, that is a huge feat, huge feat, whether alone or with somebody. The planes weren't built like they are now. They definitely weren't as reliable, which is later on we'll talk about how she basically disappeared, and that's what happened. Obviously, it was a plane failure while she was flying, more than likely. So in 1935, Amelia Earhart made her first successful solo flight from Hawaii to California. And that's really cool. Even for they were built for a flatter Earth. Yes, they were. Absolutely. It was that's amazing. I mean, still to this day, in a way, to fly from Hawaii to California is pretty cool. But in 1935, it's absolutely amazing. So Amelia Earhart, she was born on July 24th, 1897. The day she died was July 2nd, 1937. So it was only a couple years after she made the successful flight, but from Hawaii to California. But she did other stuff besides that, because she was also the first woman to fly solo across the Pacific Ocean. That was in 1932, so it was a few years before she made the Hawaii to California flight. So that was really probably where she really got started to be famous, for her flight, for being the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. That's pretty cool too. That's got to be like, you would think that's got to be like a white knuckle ride. Yodi, thank you so much for being here. You have a wonderful day and a great weekend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. It's really cool. It's part of our history that, I think that it's important to know about, and a little information about her. So that's just really cool stuff that she's accomplished in her life. Prior to being famous for all this stuff, she was a nurse's aide who tended to injured World War I soldiers. She did so in Toronto, but that's absolutely amazing. That's cool. So even before she was famous for doing this stuff, she did good stuff, to help people. So that's just super important. Yankee Down South Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Check out Yankee Down South. Definitely check you out later. I really appreciate it. So she was a nurse's aide. She helped people that were in war. I mean, World War I, there was a lot of injuries. There was a lot of people who needed help. And she was there to help them as a nurse's aide, which is really cool. She became a social worker at a settlement home in Boston after that, which I never knew anything about that. So that's really cool. I mean, Boston is not far from me. I wish I could find that settlement home and go there and find some stuff that was attached to the history of her, She really enjoyed flying, obviously. And she wrote books about her flight. A memorial at 76 Brook Street. Interesting. Nice. Thank you for that information. Thank you very much for that. That's cool. I might have to go by there and check it out. Definitely cool info, right? Awesome. Good morning, Sweet Diggs. Thank you for being here. That is cool. Yeah. I mean, it's just that's a big part of history to me. That's goals that someone made, basically records that were set. Amelia Earhart lived in I think I heard about her living in Medford. Yes. That's probably when she was working in Boston. She was living in Medford and working out there. That's awesome. Originally from Connecticut, now in Florida. Ah, very nice, very nice. Connecticut's got some great history around there too. We love going out there when we can to go digging. That's basically the meat and potatoes of the information that I wrote down and looked at for Amelia Earhart. Dispatch is in the house. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys haven't checked out Dispatch TV, now it is. Used to be detecting, but he does a lot more. Definitely wish you great success with your channel. No doubt it's going to be successful. Have fun with it. Check him out, please, and enjoy watching some stuff over there. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Loving the fun facts. So we do have one more thing to talk about. As I mentioned, that's basically what I wrote for Amelia Earhart. Now, just really cool. I don't know. I like flight. I actually live right near an airport. It's like half a mile from me, and all day long, pretty much every day, as long as the weather is good enough, I get planes flying right over me, really low. There's been many times where I've recorded planes going over, and I thought about putting shorts or putting together videos for it. Maybe one of these days I will, but I love it. It's cool. Helicopters, planes, everything, they all fly right over me. So, and our next thing to talk about here, let me get a sip of my wicked coffee here. And by the way, showing that I have 29 people in here. Absolutely awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and coming in here. 'Cause I know I'm always wicked busy. I'm sure you're always wicked busy. And I appreciate you being able to take the time to come in, watch, to listen, to comment, to hang out. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So our next thing, born on this day, is another thing. I don't remember where I got this. I feel like I got this at like TJ Maxx or something. I happened to walk in around Halloween and saw it. My wife was like, "You have to have that mug." So thank you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. I thought, a lot of times we just kind of chit chat, but this is, important stuff about our history. And I find it fun to research it. I enjoyed actually doing all this stuff because it helps me refresh as well. Seriously, Justin, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Good morning to History Looker 7. Everybody, if you don't watch his channel, you have to. You have to go over there, click on his channel, get over there, and watch the amazing historic artifacts that this guy pulls out of his yard. Oh my gosh, absolutely cool. Beautiful stuff. I wish you a wonderful year in 2025, and I cannot wait to see the beautiful points and artifacts that you pull out of the ground, my brother. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Born on this day. That's another thing that I always do in the mornings for our meetings. And a lot of times I get a list of 40 birthdays, and most of them are YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrams, stuff like that. Colonel's gifting memberships. Colonel, thank you so much. Unbelievable. Anybody, if you're in chat and you get a gifted membership from Colonel, make sure you say thank you to him, please. Unbelievable. I got to make sure I'm going to add these people to the wheel before I go on to this birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you to Colonel for being so generous. And you all now have a chance at getting the member giveaway thanks to Colonel. So New England PDA, Workman's Adventures, I have to spell it right, 508 Magnets. You are now a member thanks to Colonel. Park Rat Metal Detecting, and Traver at 513 Digs. Oh, oops, I wrote the wrong thing. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are all so amazing, really, truly. Um, it's you guys are awesome. I mean, I get speechless. I really do. Um, so today, born on this day. A lot of times I mention it's usually you get a big list of YouTubers, and a lot of them I don't know because they're YouTubers that like my kids might watch or whatever, stuff like that. So most of the time I don't go over all of them, but good morning, Mark. Appreciate you being here. Mark, the senile detectorist. Thank you so much for showing up. But you do get famous ones that are interesting as well, and I thought that this one was very interesting and a very historical figure. Alexander Hamilton was born today, January 11th. Now, they don't know particularly whether he was born in 1755 or 1757. I don't know why they don't have that documentation. Sometimes I read about people who had their birthday who were born in 1483, and they know. It's like, how do they know that back then? Sometimes it's odd how they dropped the ball on that, or whoever did, but either 1755 or 1757, Alexander Hamilton was born on January 11th. He was born in Nevis, British West Indies. Of course, he came over to the United States. He lived here. He was a New York delegate to the Constitutional Convention in 1787. And he was also the first Secretary of the Treasury of the United States. That was from 1789 to 1795 that he was a delegate for the Constitutional Convention in New York. Obviously, something like that back then, you have a lot of power. Aaron Burr whooped his butt, absolutely, and we'll get to that in a second too. But that is a part of my topic. But that's probably more so what Alexander Hamilton is famous for, and Aaron Burr as well. I mean, Alexander Hamilton, he was the third vice president, and him and Aaron Burr had their differences. Dan was a spoiler. So he was the first Secretary of the Treasury of the United States, 1789 to 1795. Very cool. And as I mentioned, he was definitely, he was a signer of the Declaration. He was known for his duel with Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr was the third vice president of the United States. He was born February 6th, 1756 in New Jersey. And in 1807, Aaron Burr was arrested for treason. So I guess, these politicians back then were always crooked. So it keeps going down the line still to 2025. But we're not going to talk about that too much. We don't really talk politics here. We talk history. Hamilton died on July 12th. And he in 1804 in New York during his battle with Aaron Burr. Now, nothing has changed exactly. Yeah, they are today, without a doubt. So maybe it's something that's passed along by the way. They're like, oh, by the way, you have to do some shady stuff. Okay. He actually, the battle occurred on July 11th, but he didn't die until the next day. So Aaron Burr fired off a pistol shot and it went into Alexander Hamilton. And he unloaded his pistol into him, causing him to die the next day. He didn't die that day. He obviously was fatally shot, and it took a day of, doctors looking at him and stuff to try to see if they could revive him, but they couldn't. So, yeah, he was still the VP. I mean, that's like an assassination attempt, basically. But he was still the VP, third vice president, and he popped off Alexander Hamilton. That's what you get for trying to do that, right? Trying to shoot the VP, you're going down. So yeah, Alexander Hamilton. It's nice to refresh on those things. I think sometimes there was a lot more written that I'm sure I could have wrote like a ton. What a time to live. Yeah, you got that right. It was definitely tough back then, without a doubt. I mean, uh, the things that they did to people back then that you wouldn't do now, or that we're not allowed to do now, uh, was pretty brutal. A lot of, going back to torture devices, or, the way that they would execute somebody for, doing something wrong, where now, of course, you go to jail. A lot of times you might get a slap on the wrist and have to, pay probation, whatever. It's definitely a lot more lenient now. Obviously, or a lot less of a punishment. It's not like you do something and you're like, all right, death sentence. Let's hang these people. Can't do that now. Some states still do, and obviously, a lot of the times when they do, it is for good reason. That people do things that they absolutely shouldn't do. Unfortunately, it's a crazy world we live in, no doubt about it. That's basically our history lesson for the day, for the stuff. But like I said, I do this every morning at my work. It's cool. I usually don't go in this much depth. Like, I would just probably say, like, hey, Alexander Hamilton was born in today. Does anybody happen to know, what he's famous for, or who he battled, who killed him, that type of thing. Or I might just come out and say that, Aaron Burr killed him in a battle of, over a heated argument where they disagreed with each other. So Autism Mary is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun actually doing this. I spent a good bit of last night, looking at this information and looking it up and thinking, you know what, I want to do this. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it might be something I might incorporate into the channel, whether I make shorts into stuff like this. And ideally, yes, it would be awesome to do this every day. Time wise, do I have the time to do it every day? I would definitely have to make it. Yeah, you're probably right. They're going to be like, you see the stuff that they did in 2025, or the technology they had back then? That was awful. Like, we look at it now, we're like, the technology is absolutely amazing that we could even do this. I remember when I was a kid growing up and internet had just kind of started. And, to get on the internet, I had to dial through the phone line in the house, and nobody could be on the phone. If somebody picked up the phone and interrupt your signal, kick you out of the internet. What just happened? I was chatting with some person that I have no idea who they are. They lived all the way across the country. But we got in touch somehow and we're chatting through a chat, and now they're gone. I can remember doing stuff like that, meeting people and chatting with people on like instant messenger chats when they first came out, and you had no idea who these people were. Kind of interesting how that was. You didn't have video because our computers didn't have cameras attached to them. It was all just chit chat. Yeah. That's so wild, right? Oof. Like, super slow, so awful. It's crazy. That's so wild. Yeah, I heard Jack. I remember Party Lines as well. Holy cow. I kind of forgot about him until you mentioned that. But I do remember Party Lines. You'd call up and talk to these people from all over. A lot of times it was in your area too. Hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm the next town over. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's how you met people back then. That's how you chatted with people, It's so wild. Yeah, it kind of did all exist. You're true in different ways. You're right about that. Yeah. The cordless phones, I remember those too, Daniel. My dad always had his own business growing up. And I remember the first cell phone that came out. And I remember seeing in his car and him like, this is such an important thing. This is so cool for my business. And it was, I don't know, like a 10-inch to foot long leather bag by about 8 inches. And it was a huge phone. It was like a house phone in a bag. And you would plug it into your lighter of your car. It was a briefcase phone. And it was this big thing. Oh my gosh. I remember him having that thing. And it's to see now that our, This is our cell phone, and we have 100% capability of doing anything we want with that phone. We could take pictures, we could take videos, we could talk to each other face to face, you could make calls, you can go on the internet. I mean, anything and everything is literally in your hand, a little teeny computer. So crazy. All this talk's making me feel old. I know, Joe. Trust me. And when you have kids like me or my age, my kids 11 and younger, two boys, and they they say stuff sometimes, and we talk about things, and they're like, "You mean like back in the olden days?" I'm like, "I'm not talking like the 1700s, kiddo. Dad's not that old." But it's funny. It's definitely funny that the first Apple computers. I remember those things. They were huge. Like the kids these days have no idea what it's like. No idea. Yeah. Yep. No doubt about that. It's crazy to think back sometimes. I had a new employee at my work, and we were talking about stuff. He was talking about like sports and this and that. And I said, I said, back in high school when I did sports, I did, I said, I ran track. I played soccer. My senior year, I played football. I said, I graduated in 99. He goes, I wasn't even born yet. I was like, oh man, that is wild. And it definitely, I'm pretty sure when he said that, I actually had a couple of gray hairs growing my beard, like right at that moment. It was like, wow. Like, holy cow, 99. And this young kid at my work wasn't even born then. Unbelievable. That's the kind of stuff that definitely makes you feel old. Even like doing these fun facts. Not too long ago, I think it might have been Wednesday or Thursday, was the first time that they came out with the Apple iPod in like 2001. I was like, holy crap. Graduated in 99. Should fire that kid. So far, he's a good worker. We need that. So it's hard to come by. Oh, man. That's awesome, Justin. I had no idea. Class of 93. My brother Ronnie graduated in 1993. Same high school I went to, but he graduated in 1993 as well. Good morning. Good morning, Andy Stevens. Thank you for being here. Oh, and we got Piedmont Artifacts taking off for the day. Thank you so much, Piedmont, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Jack graduated in 1976. Very nice. 98 for Workman's, 89 for Mary, 96 for Chris PDA. That's awesome. I love, you know what? We have a good mix of ages in here. I love it. About the ice wall and the mud floods. Late 80s, 88. Yeah, very nice, very nice. That's awesome. Glad to be here. It's always looking for more of my fellow prospecting community. Absolutely, absolutely. We all get together, have fun, without a doubt. It's good times, good times. So, real quick, I'm going to bring this wheel up, and we're going to do the members giveaway. Tim B. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for being here. Metal Detecting Adventure Time. If nobody has checked out his channel, please do. Please do. That goes for everybody in here. If you see somebody in here who has a channel and you're not subbed to them, please check them out. Please check them out. Yes, thank you very much, Joe. You stay warm as well. It's cold today, but it's actually not too bad. It's not windy. It's been very windy for days. Actually, even the cover of my carport blew completely off, which is very crappy, and I still need to fix it. So I had to go out there and like cover a toolbox and stuff earlier with a big tarp that I have. I said, I don't want this stuff really getting ruined. It stays covered good, and I'll fix the cover later. So it's been so windy, it blew it off. Then it's been so windy that I haven't went out there to attempt to even get this cover up over my carport because it's pretty large, and I didn't want to get blown away. So, All right. So once again, real quick, our members giveaway. This is the members wheel. I'm going to do that one first. And we're going to give away this Peace Dollar copper round, a 90% silver Washington quarter. We're going to have a Wicked Digger pin, a 508 magnets sticker, and a Wicked Digger sticker. Oh, Dispatch TV member for 8 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Unbelievable. Thank you so very much. Get your name up there too. Make sure we're good with that. Give me the goods. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to send that out for a member giveaway, and we're going to do that right about now. We're going to add it to the stage here. We're going to shuffle it. So we're going to shuffle that up a few times. I always do it 13 times. I love 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is the lucky number. And we're going to spin the wheel for a members giveaway. Good luck, everybody. Thank you once again, everybody, for being members. You truly don't have to do it. Obviously, it does help support the channel, and I really appreciate that. So good luck to every single one of you. Last time we did it like a wheel to the death. We're just going to do one spin right now. Whoever wins it. So very best of luck to you. Here we go. We are underway. Good morning, Chris. Show me treasure. Thank you for being here, brother. And we might get a respin. Silver Assassin wins respin. Yes, all right. So we'll remove his name. Thank you so much, Brian, by the way. So we'll remove that. Good morning, Mary. Joe says, hold on, let me light my candle. Rigged. If he would take it, I would say it would be rigged. Tyler James, by the way, if you see his name on the wheel here, right before, I think it was just a little while before I came on live, he became one of the newest members of the channel as well. So thank you so very much, Tyler. I really appreciate that. I'm not sure if you're in the chat or not. I haven't seen your name up here. But once again, if you are a member, you do not have to be present. Do appreciate it and would love for you to be present. But let's go and spin this wheel one more time. We took Silver Assassin's name right out of there so it doesn't pop on him again. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. Good luck. Good luck. And if you're just coming in now, Brockton Magnet Fisher won. BMF. BMF, are you in the house still by chance? Magnet Mary. Good morning. Of course, it popped on Brockton, right? He's a great member, though. He's been a member for a long time. There he is. Awesome, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. No, he's a good friend. We were chatting this morning about stuff, as a matter of fact. So it couldn't happen to a better person. Thank you so much. We'll get together, Sean. Get together and dig and give it to you. That way I don't have to ship it to you. I don't mind shipping, of course. But it would be nice to get together and dig, brother. I know obviously our schedules have changed. Your schedule, with work has been a little different from when we used to dig a lot more together. And we're going to get this other one. So our next giveaway is going to be for everybody else in the chat. We have a Walking Liberty copper round. We've got a pin. We've got a Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. And then we have a couple stickers as well. And I think that when I get together with Brian, he's going to donate a couple of stickers for Silver Assassin as well. He is here. The guy talks about the cars down at the bars. Yeah. So let me add this to the screen here. I just got to share the screen. Get that. Share it up. There we go. Hashtag SCS for Silver City Saturdays. Hashtag SCS. It's all you have to do to get entered into here. Heading out to play in the snow. Very nice. Very nice. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Hope you find some amazing stuff. Liberty never walked. That's why the coin is so interesting. Peace out. Later. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here. You did find that lady sitting down this week. You lucky son of a gun. In a 25-cent silver quarter denomination. If anybody hasn't seen it, go check out Silver Assassin Metal Detective's video from this morning. Because not only did he find that amazing coin, he also found another bucket lister on the same day. I got absolutely skunked. I found a harmonica reed. And that actually I found a harmonica reed that I've never really seen the size of this particular one. And then I got another broken one at the end of the day. It's crazy. No, it's all good, Brockton. What did I win? He says. So I'll show you what you won. You won a copper round piece dollar. And then you won a 1946 90% silver Washington quarter. You won a couple of stickers. And you got one coming from Silver Assassin as well. And you won a pin. So there's your reward for doing chores and for being a member. Thank you so much. Call sending me pictures of you drinking teas, doing chores. That's awesome. Mike is in the house. Good morning, Mike. Thank you for being here, brother. I actually have stuff that I've won from Mike here right next to me, ironically. So, let me, if I can get this bag open. But these are, someone's got a unicorn on it. These are stamped Lincoln cents that I've won from Mike's channel, actually. I had them right next to me. I have so many. I love these. I think they're cool. How funny you pop in the day that I have a bunch of these stamped, counter-stamped cents next to me. It's a unicorn. I got a few other ones as well. What's this one? This one's got a little heart on it. Nice Valentine's stamped cent. Maybe we'll use that to pay it forward at some point. I believe I got those from you anyhow. Believe I did. Northern Found. Hello. How are you? Good morning. The purple stuff. Yes. Yes, it is good cleaner. Do you mind? No, go right ahead. Go right ahead, Annie. Hold on one second. Oh, whoop, wait. Sorry, Annie. Hold on one second. There we go. All right. I messed that up. I fat fingered the button wrong. But you should be able to share that now, Annie. Absolutely. Go right ahead. Please do. I'm definitely huge. Like I mentioned before, I'm big on sharing channels. I want, the more the merrier. If you can check out other channels, support other people. It's what the community is all about. I do the best I can to watch everybody's channels. I don't watch everybody's channels, not daily, not weekly, not all the time. Sometimes I play catch up after a little while. We're all busy. I totally get it. We can't always be everywhere all at the same time. And sometimes I, can watch videos for 2-3 hours in a row while I'm doing chores, maybe sometimes like Brockton's doing. And other times I can't. Other times I'm busy. I'm coming up to a busy part of the season, of course. Let me add this to the screen again. Hashtag SCS. Coming up to, I also want to add my email here so everyone can see that. But we're coming up to a busy time of season for me. It is impossible. It's absolutely impossible to catch them all. You just can't. But we just all do the best we can. And that's all it's, ever to be thankful for, really. And, I got soccer season coming up where I coach both of my kids' soccer teams. So that puts me real busy. Friday nights, I'm tied up with practice. Saturdays, I'll be tied up with games. So it'll be hit or miss for, a month and a half or so to see, back to work. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Metal Detective Mermaid. I really appreciate you showing up and being here. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a great day at work and a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So I'll be hit or miss whether I can make a game or a game, yeah. Whether I can make a Silver City Saturday morning or not, it's going to be depend on our game times. I'll be watching them. Um, thanks so much, Mike. I appreciate that, brother. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. You want me to pay it forward, eh? You would like me to pay it forward? I mean, I could do that, brother. I could do that, brother. Everybody, we'll pull the wheel back up here in a minute and we'll spin it again. And we'll pay it forward for Brockton. Everybody, thanks Sean for that. That's awesome, brother. Yeah, Chris, it's about making time. And if we can't make premieres, and I do it a lot. I work every Sunday, and Sunday when I get home, one of the first things I do is pull up the phone and I start watching. Usually I go to Team Lynch and I watch their video first, and everybody who runs on Sundays. I try to catch up with all these other videos the best I can. I try to always comment on people's stuff, but sometimes again I don't. If I'm doing chores and I'm watching the video, I'll be watching. I might not, comment. If I just clicks onto a next video, then I watch somebody else's. But I always thumb up the video at the very least, and I watch what I can. So thank you very much. Crazy Bout of Mercury, thank you so much for being in the house. I appreciate you being here. I thought I was gonna sneak in. Thank you very much. So I really appreciate it. We're going to do this, give like another minute or two to hashtag SCS for Silver City Saturdays. And then I'll bring back up the wheel and we'll spin it one more time for a member giveaway, courtesy of Brockton Magnet Fisher paying his forward. That's awesome. That's Silver City Saturday, Silver City, yeah. Silver Assassin metal detecting one, and then Brockton Magnet Fisher one. So hopefully somebody else further away wins. But I hope you enjoy. I really hope you enjoyed today's show. This is also something that I want to do more of in 2025. Is do more lives. I would say at least once a month, if not more, if I can. But I really enjoy doing them. I love the interaction with everybody, and I really enjoy doing this with sharing some historical information with you all. It was fun for me to do it, and to do the research itself. It's fun to me to share it, just like I share videos of metal detecting finds. It's a good time for me, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. So hashtag SCS, and I promise you at the end of them, I'm not going to be quizzing everybody. But if you happen to come later on the show and you didn't see the information I gave out earlier, go back and give it a watch. I talked about Amelia Earhart and her achievements in life. And I also talked about Alexander Hamilton because it's his birthday today. We don't know the year, if it was 1755 or 1757, because they just don't know. But it was January 11th. We talked about today's National Day being National Arkansas Day, the 25th state to join the Union. And it's also called the natural state because more than half of the state is forested, with over 1 million acres of national forest. Absolutely cool. It is a good time. I know it's all in fun and we all have a blast. So it's a very, very good time. On the CB radio we were listening to, it's called Sandbagging. We always watch to catch the news on the channel. Very cool. Yeah. Thank you, Crazy. It is good. It's fun. It's fun to learn it. That's definitely watch. I watch you two pick on each other. It's just fun to learn about this stuff. I really appreciate it. Bear Prospecting in the house. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Drive and listen to YouTube. Make sure my monthly data plan is right. Use it all. Use it up. Use it up. I'm from Southern Ohio. I live in Indiana. GPA member and officer in the Southern Ohio Tri-State Chapter. Also co-owner of Bear Prospecting. Oh, awesome. Very, very nice. Very nice, Annie. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Going too many prizes. It happens, BMF. It happens. I've had it happen to me like that many times. My wife always says I have a horseshoe up mine as well. That's funny. Ray Diggs in the house. Good morning, Ray. Thank you for being here, brother. Yep, nope. That's what it's all about, Tim. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Joel's in the house too. Drum and Detect. Good morning, brother. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Hey, I got somebody to add on stage real quick. What the? All right. I'm going to bring up this special guest real quick. Let me get my headphones on. That way I can hear him without it going crazy here. And I'm going to remove this so we can pop this up quicker. Wait a minute. All right. I don't know what happened with my camera. It looks like your camera was unplugged. What?
What's up?
Hold on a second here. I don't know what happened with my audio here.
Way to put me on the spot there.
Let's see if this will work. Sorry. Good morning, everybody. This is Paul from Plymouth Diggers. Give me a second here while I figure out why my camera just went out totally. Looks like you plug it back in. It's a different camera.
I was just trying to join the chat.
I know. Click the camera button, turn it back on when you're all set. So
I screwed you up. Sorry, bud.
add to stage. I don't know why. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. All right. I got it. All right. Sorry about that. Good morning. How's work?
Oh, same old.
Yeah.
Busy morning. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, if you haven't, I'm sure you have, if you watch my channels, you've seen Paul in some of my videos as well. Plymouth Diggers, check him out. He's also the vice president of the metal detecting club that we are in here as well. So Silver City Treasure Seekers. So check him out. I don't know if we can, let me see if I can get the link, or if somebody wants to grab the link for your channel, we could share it up here.
For some reason, it wouldn't let me connect my YouTube when I tried to get in the chat.
Oh, really? Interesting. Let me see. So see if I can get in here and share channel, copy. I'm going to get it in here right now. And boom, there you go. So that's the link right there. So you'd be able to go right to Paul's channel and check out Plymouth Diggers there. So
awesome. Thanks, bud.
Yes, you're welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so we've been talking. I don't know how much, if you were able to watch. We talked some information about history here with Amelia Earhart today, and Alexander Hamilton's birthday was today. We had some fun stuff. It was a good time. Drinking some dunks. Woo.
Oh, I mean, it's been that kind of morning.
There's nothing wrong with double fisting coffees.
Oh.
You hear Paul's the Fugio whisper, huh? Yeah. I have one. Yeah.
I have 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Then the one I have is in pretty rough condition, but if you look at Danimal's profile, I definitely don't have one of those mass coppers. That would be nice.
I don't have a mass copper either.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 of them come out of my permissions, but I've never dug one myself.
What, the link pulls up me? What? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. What the heck did I do?
Oh, man.
It says share channel. All right, let me try it again. Hold on a second. Hold on, I think we got it this time.
A1's control. A1's clear of the hospital returning.
There we go. Plymouth Diggers. I clicked on the wrong one, apparently. Thank you so much for pointing out my idiocy there.
Well, I
Here
appreciate
we
the
go.
shout out. We got Silver Assassin on there too. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. There we go. I'm gonna get one next week. He says, "You guys live in the right spot." Yeah, we do, Joel. We definitely, we're definitely lucky to live where we are in very historical areas.
You guys pounding those cellar holes, just whew.
It's been, yeah, we've been very lucky with that place. Workman's Adventures. I subbed Paul. Thank you so much. Sweet Diggs is heading out. Thank you so much, Sweet Diggs. If you get out this weekend, good luck. I'm not sure if you're frozen up there or not, but have a wonderful weekend either way. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's we've been lucky with that cellar hole. I think it's been slowing down, but I think last time I went there, I got absolutely skunked. But I think we might go back there this weekend or this week coming up. I think partially because there's everything else is starting to freeze. So the woods is going to be our best friend around us right now.
No, we got to get back to that permission that Josh just got. Pull another tree coin out of there.
Yep, definitely. That would be nice. He was saying it was real wet there.
It was,
yeah. So it's which is great for conductivity. Not so good for your gloves and everything else, but usually the gloves are like you've been sticking them in concrete after. You're like, what the heck? It's got a pound of mud on here still.
Make sure you break out the knee pads too.
Yeah, definitely. The Taunton, you'll find Silver Assassin metals detecting. The Taunton River shoreline. I mean, there's definitely some areas along the Taunton River that are very good. You can find buttons and all kinds of stuff there. It's a huge historic area, no doubt about it.
Got a couple rivers in Middleborough where I live that have native settlements along the water.
The Nemasket River. Yep.
Taken my kayak down that a few times, but I haven't detected anything.
Me too. I took years ago. I took kayaks down the Nemasket River, and for you that don't know or familiar with the Nemasket River, as Paul was just saying, I mean, it's been here forever. Native Americans, set up homes all around there and stuff. And I was in that river one time. It's sick for largemouth. Yeah, it is. And it's sick
I've
for
never caught anything on the Nemasket.
Right. Gigantic snapping turtles. I was in there in my kayak, and I'm not even kidding you. This thing, it was like a Volkswagen Bug in the water. It was like this huge snapping turtle. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. And it's probably as old as that river, and the Heron Run there. Yep. The Heron Runs are awesome. Yep.
I've kayaked from just below the Herring Run all the way to Assawamsett Pond or something like that.
Yeah, Assawamsett, yeah. Yep.
Fished the whole length and didn't catch anything.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's wild.
All right.
Good morning, Flipping Plugs. Thank you for being here.
Well, just like detecting, it's the luck of the draw.
Yeah, you're never guaranteed, of course.
You got to get on top of it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the right time of day and stuff makes a difference. So the weather, fish are definitely finicky. A lot of times they don't like it if it's too sunny. They cast some shadows and stuff. The cloud cover. A lot of times you get better day fishing. Let's pull this up here. I'm going to add this back to the stage. Hashtag SCS for Silver City Saturdays. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds to do so if you haven't. And then we're gonna pick a winner.
Oh shoot! What are we doing?
We're gonna pick a winner. Hashtag SCS. And I'm giving away a Walking Liberty Copper Round. Giving away a Wicked Digger pin. And a couple stickers. And we're gonna get one from Silver Assassin as well, donated to it.
I'll throw in one of my channel stickers in there too.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Paul.
I'll get that to you whenever I can.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so we'll do that. And then we're going to draw the winner for that. We got 35 people in here for real. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, everybody. I just looked up and happened to see that. I'm like, what the heck? 35 amazing people coming to spend their time here is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
I got to find out what happened to our club stickers that I had made, because I know I had a bunch of those left too.
I have.
Did you get a stack of them?
I have like 2 of them. That's all I have.
We'll be back recorded.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I think 2. I only had this one that was next to me. Maybe I only have 1. I thought it was 2. But yeah, I don't have much, but we definitely need to get some club stickers going.
Yeah.
I've also wanted to get some Silver City Saturday stickers together somehow. I keep toying with the idea of coming up with something like as a group for us. Oh man, Joel, that's not good, dude. There's been a lot of things going around, but I hope you're feeling better. Get on the mend, Joel, and feel better and get back to normal again. What? When did you graduate from Apponequet, Danimal? That's where I graduated. Mine was 99, but that's where I graduated.
I love that masked copper.
Dude, isn't it gorgeous, right? I didn't know that you went to Apponequet. That's wild. 1990. Okay, so I was all right. So I was 99. My brother was 93. So you were right before him. Tim and Kathy, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you for everything that you do for this community. Really, really, truly appreciate it. And your son graduated in 2011. Okay. I probably had nieces and nephews that graduated around there roughly, maybe just before that. All right. So we're going to spin this. We're going to draw this for Silver City Saturdays. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much for your support, and let's spin. We have one lucky winner. Who is it? Bear Prospecting. There you go.
Oh, I never win anything.
Shoot me an email, Bear Prospecting. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Email me. Write the email there, and then I'll get that out to you ASAP. Personally invite you and your treasure hunting YouTubers out to treasure hunting. That would be awesome. Thank you so much, Annie. That if we could coordinate that sometime, that would be fantastic. I would absolutely love it. Nice, good road trip. Thank you so much. Yep, shoot me an email. We'll send that stuff out to you. Congratulations. Might be a few days till I catch up with Paul and Brian and get some stickers from them too, and then I'll send out the package. So, but I'll keep in touch with you, let you know, and when I send it out, I will send you tracking information. So, congratulations. And I got to do one more thing here real quick. And we're going to, let me see, we got, okay, we're going to do that. And we'll remove that. And then we're going to add one more thing to stage here to share the screen. And this is going to be for our member giveaway. Paid forward from Silver Assassin, who first paid it forward. Then it dropped to Brockton Magnafisher, and then he's also paying it forward. So 3rd time's the charm. Hopefully we get somebody who will accept this. Good luck, and good luck to all the members. Thank you so much for being members and for your support. Really, truly appreciate it. Let's spin that wheel. Carolina Relic Hunter, good morning. Thank you for being here, brother. Good luck, everybody. And we've got Collectomania. Neil, I don't think he's in here because I think he's actually live on his channel right now. But that's fine because if you're a member, you don't have to be live. But Neil at Collectomania, congratulations. Thank you for your support here, Neil. I will reach out to you and let you know. I've actually shipped stuff out to Neil in the past, so I think I have his address. Anyhow, thank you for paying it forward, Brockton. Thank you, Brian, for paying it forward. Neil will be happy, no doubt about it. So thank you so much. And we'll remove that. as well now. Let me just write that down, although I can go back and watch it. So how long you at work for today till?
Only till 3:30 today.
Oh, nice.
I think next weekend I'm working a double.
Yeah. Now, I think that we're going to go out Tuesday. I don't know if you're working or not, but.
I have Tuesday off.
Oh, interesting.
First day off in a long time other than the meeting last night. So.
No, we'll have to get together on Tuesday and do some digging then.
Then Lindsay just bought her Deus off of Mike Souza.
Yeah.
So
we're going to have to go out and swing that. Yep. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's always fun to learn a new machine.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if her and I can door knock some places that we've been to before and kind of got turned away, and see if we can go back and convince them.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good thing to do.
One spot that we got permission for like the afternoon, and the owner said, "Oh, I have to leave. I don't want anybody here when we're not home." So okay, we can respect that.
Yep.
We left. We went back, and this was right at the beginning of COVID. And they're like, "Oh, we got too many things going on at the moment." I'm like, totally understand that. And we just never went back since. But I'm like, you know what? We found a couple cool things there, and I know the property's old, and they have a big field out behind the house. So I'm like, I really want to go back there. I just don't want to pester the homeowner till they
of course
tell us not to come back.
Yeah. You never know sometimes. I mean, I find, and we talked about this kind of the last time that I did a live too, and one of the biggest things with door knocking or trying to get permission, is just going to try it. If if you're too persistent, that might not work. If somebody says no, whatever. But if you don't try it, you're never going to get a yes.
Right.
And we even mentioned that last night. I know Brian said that last night to me too. Like I heard him saying it to somebody. He said, a lot of the times people already have their mind made up the second you ask them. It's either going to be a yes or a no. We just all have to learn to accept the no's when we get it, and move on, because the next person might say yes, and it might be one of the best permissions you ever had just because you decided to knock on someone's door or see somebody out in the yard.
I've driven by places and got myself so psyched up, like, oh, I need to go knock on that door. It looks like it's an awesome old house. One day, decide to actually follow through with it, knock on the door, get the permission, and it's just absolute disappointment. Like, couldn't find a thing. And I'm like,
well, that was, it was one of the permissions that Brian got that we went to. That it's the same property, but one field is across the street from the house, and we've been detecting the field. I found a Rosa Americana out there. Brian found, I found a complete shoe buckle out there. We found a lot of stuff in that field, and the field that's behind the house is all surrounded in stone walls and stuff. It looks awesome. The cows roam in there, and we've been dying to get out there. We went out there, and I think I found like one horse tack buckle, and Brian wound up finding an Indian head scent, but that was it. We scoured all throughout the area in there, and it was so quiet. We were like, this is weird, because for months now we've been going, I'm dying to go over there. It looks so awesome. That looks so good. There's stone walls that look like they were pathways to get in and out, in between things and stuff. It just looked, everything about it looked amazing. And it's been just dead quiet back there for the most part.
Received.
This, on deep iron, that really can kind of happen with a lot of machines. Deep iron can trick a lot of machines. I'm sure, if you dig that a few times, you're going to start to know your machine. I know with the Legend, I've definitely done that. And I always make sure I walk a whole circle around my target. Because a lot of times if you do that, that falsing might sound good until you're almost all the way around, and then it gets real bad. And a lot of times that's when you can know, okay, that's iron actually. That tone was good, and then turned to iron. Probably like a square nail that, you're hitting, a certain way where it's not bad, and then you hit the long way and it's like, ooh, that sounds good. The legend is 1/3 of the price. That is true. That is true.
Or just keep digging the nails like I do.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to dig them for sure. But yeah, I found that a lot of times, and iron can be good to find. You're absolutely right, Crazy. Definitely iron can be good to find. You can find some definitely cool iron things. I mean, I wouldn't want to pass up like an iron skeleton key. If I knew that was in the ground and I passed it up and I said it sounded like iron, and then someone came behind me and dug it up and pulled out an iron skeleton key, I'd be like, oh, maybe I wish I should have dug that, Yep, that's another good trick too, Joe. Yep. Picking up the coil and see if it's still a strong signal, or if it goes away. Definitely that's a very good telltale sign too. Because if it's a big object, or big iron, thick iron, something like that, that's down deep, it will. If you pick up your coil, say that thing's, 10 inches down, and you pick up the coil 10 inches off the ground, and you're still getting a strong signal 20 inches, it's probably something big and probably something that may not be very desirable.
I do that to weed out cans if I'm in a field that's littered with cans.
Yes, cans. You could do that with cans as well.
You're still picking up the signal, and your coil's 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah. But if you start picking it up in between, 2 to 6 inches, depending on the depth that it's showing you, that signal goes away or gets quiet. It's probably something smaller.
Actually, I did get fooled. You saw that belt buckle.
Yeah.
Post Civil War belt buckle I found.
Yeah.
That I thought was going to be a can.
I bet.
But it was in a turned field right behind my house, and that was an absolute surprise.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That it's like that. Locks can do that. Give that same signal too. That's why you can't really, just ignore those signals sometimes. I guess It depends on where you're digging at too. That's definitely could be helpful. If you're digging in a public park or something like that and you're getting those signals, chances are you're getting big cans or something like that. If you're digging, in a field or an old house, you might want to dig those a little more often, because it could be a belt buckle. Could be like a powder flask from the Civil War or something like that. Something that's large, a lock. I love locks. Pocket watches can do that because they're good size and they're thick. All our machines, no matter what you swing, no matter what machine you use, everything's based on a coin-sized object. So your target ID, your tones, stuff like that, it's based on the material, of course, too, but it's also based on a coin-sized object, roughly. So if you have something that's this big, and you have it down and that thing's down a foot deep, it's going to sound like a coin at 5 inches, so, and vice versa. If you have something really, really tiny, like those little teeny washers that drive me crazy sometimes,
I hate
that. It'll sound like it's a deep quarter or something sometimes, or a deep dime, and you get all excited and you dig down and you dig this big plug like this and you flip the plug over. Oh, it's like smack the microphone. You flip the plug over that's like 5 inches deep, and then you're like, where'd the signal go? And then you flip that plug back over and it's like right in the top of the plug. You're like, what the heck? This isn't good. So then you find like a little tiny washer or pin or something silly.
I gotta let you go. All right,
brother, no problem. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being in here. He's getting a call right now. So I'm a cherry picker. I hate that I am. I think that no matter what, at all times, we all cherry pick at certain times. It could be it could be that you're digging a lot of trash and eventually you're like, you know what, I don't want to dig that anymore. And actually I could take this off now. And I've definitely had that happen where it's been good. I always go back to when I dug my one and only silver Trime I ever dug. Tiny little silver coin, super thin. The thing was worn. I dug two pull tabs. So this is at my 100-acre farm. Good morning, Danny boy. Thank you for being here. Or good afternoon, rather. It was actually morning, technically still when we started. I was digging this farm, 100-acre farm. It was like the third year I've been digging it. Really haven't found too many silvers there, but I'm going by. I dug a pull tab. Perfect pull tab tone, perfect pull tab signal. Go over like another 10 feet. I dig another pull tab. I probably dug more during the day earlier prior to that too, but 2 pull tabs in a row. I go over like another 10 feet and I hit another pull tab signal. And I walked over it at first going, and I thought to myself, I said, I don't want to take another pull tab. You kidding me? Like, this area is obviously newer, blah, blah, blah. Well, I decided, you know what? I better go do that. So I turned around, I dug it, and out popped a silver Trime. Because it's thin, because it's small, that thing, it was, it shocked me. It was like, I thought I would have bet $50 to somebody that was another pull tab, and it wound up being a silver Trime. Absolute bucket lister. So without a doubt, if you don't know your machine well, you could run into troubles. Knowing your machine every machine has a certain niche that it has. My Simplex Plus that I used for 3.5 years, I saw so many people that have used that machine, use it for a month, and were like, I don't like it. I can't. I used that thing for 3.5 years. I knew that machine so well. I was barely digging trash with it. And it wasn't because I was cherry picking, but it was because I just knew what the machine was telling me. I feel that way very much with the Legend. I love the I hated the Simplex and I sold it. I found so much stuff down at 12 inches deep with that machine. And with the Simplex, I always think about one of my good friends. We were up at a hunt. We were at Digstock up in New York. And I was absolutely crushing it with that machine. I found all kinds of stuff out there. And one of my good friends that I dug with many times down here, we went on that trip together a couple of times up to New York. And we're out there digging. And it was all natural hunt, but there were planted tokens that were out in the fields and stuff. And I found a token. I found a Garrett metal detectors token that I actually won a fines case with. But anyhow, I found the token. He asked me, he said, dude, let me listen to it. He swung over it. It was okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. So it's almost like a dime tone it was. So 15 minutes later, in the same area, he goes over this signal. He goes, dude, come listen to this. It sounds just like that token. I think I have a token. This sounds good. It's one of the better signals I've heard all day, he says. He's swinging an Equinox 800, and he knows his machine. He's swinging it, and he goes, this sounds pretty good. He said, come over and swing it. So I went over with the Simplex Plus, and I swung over it, and it sounded okay kind of one way, sounded really bad the other way. Instantly, I said, dude, that's iron. I really think it's iron. He looked at me and went, you think so? I said, yeah, I do. And he dug it up, and it was a big chunk of iron. He was definitely convinced and thought that it was going to be a token. And so, maybe although he knew his machine, it sounded good to him to the point that he thought it was a token. When I swung over with the Simplex, instantly right away, it sounded like iron to me. I said, it's got to be iron. And I always think about that. And part of the reason is that I knew that machine. I knew what it was telling me. And it only took a little bit of a grunt and a different tone from being crisp for me to know that wasn't good. And I really got to the point with that machine that I didn't dig much trash. maybe I missed stuff because sometimes it's not always trash. So there could have been definitely many times that I missed stuff with it. But for the most part, if it was something of good material, coin size, or a good button relic size, I usually knew what it was. They're definitely a chatty machine. It could have been something wrong with it, especially if it was one of the first ones. The first batches of these did come with bad coils. I had my coil warranted within a month of getting that machine. I won that machine, but I won that in New York. And so it came with a bad coil. It was good for like a week. It was out of the first batch, yeah, and then it had a bad coil. I sent it into Nokta, sent them pictures. They had me cut the cord on the coil. They said 2 days later, I had a new coil from Turkey at my house. 2 days later, and I put it on, and the machine was glorious ever since. You can tell because I don't know if I have it near me, but the coils. The bad coils have your outside ring and then the center, and then they have like a midpoint ring as well. So if you have the regular coil and it has that mid section of lines going down too, then that's a bad one. So 3 buffs, nice. Think I've cornered the market with horse and oxen shoes. Nice, Jim. Horseshoes. I found a bunch of them. It's been a while. I've definitely found tons of oxen shoes, but you know what? That's still history, especially oxen shoes. When I find oxen shoes, I enjoy it. The only part of it I don't enjoy is that sometimes it didn't always sound like an oxen shoe. I'm like, man, I thought that was a buckle or something. And you pull out an oxen shoe. But that oxen shoe still tells you a lot about the land, about it being worked, having animals on there, having people on there, dropping coins, dropping buttons, pocket watches, out there with lanterns, whatever the case may be. The history is there when you see that stuff. So that is absolutely, absolutely awesome. Yeah, it does. It tells you if you're in an old spot. There's nothing wrong with it. I have 3 of them at least that I could see from here right now up on a little shelf that I have. Because I do collect them too. I actually usually put them in Evapor Rust and clean them up. Yeah, they do. They ring up nice. That and ox knobs too. I've found some very deep ox knobs, and I like finding those as well. So much silver with the Simplex. To me, the Simplex has the best recovery speed. You know what, Danny? The recovery speed, you're definitely right about that, dude. That machine, you could swing like fast, and it's like it's the recovery speed on this Simplex is fantastic. Patty Disharoon, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'll be the next Mr. Beast. Heck yeah. Simplex stays in my bag. I use a Brother of the Legend mostly. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I've actually been loving the triple score whenever I bring it out. The double score is a fantastic machine. Like if you're looking to get a second machine or a new machine, a double score is a great machine at a great price. That thing honestly impressed me. I probably don't use that as much as I should, but of course I have the Legend, which I love using, and it basically become one with the Legend. And the triple score is just absolutely awesome machine as well. So, but that double score last year, my first hunt of January last year, where I got the cut 8 real and I got a 1 real. I don't remember what else that day, some relics and stuff. That machine got both of those reals were down 11, 12, 13 inches deep. They were deep. And that's impressive. So that was with the double score. The recovery, yeah, I do think that the recovery speed is just as good in the triple score. One thing that you can do with the triple score, you can't do with the Simplex, is adjust that recovery speed, which to me, I really like doing that because I do dig a lot of farm fields where I might want that recovery speed real low. And then I dig a lot of home sites and areas with a lot of iron where I might want that recovery speed up high, where it helps the separation better. You do lose a little bit of depth, but you get better separation, better recovery speed overall because of that. Yeah, heck yeah. Yep. It's a fun machine. I actually haven't used my Simplex bus in a long time. It sits here hanging in my room almost like a trophy I've had for a long time. But I should charge it up and use it once in a while just to do it. Just to do it. Nice. Very nice. It really is a great machine. Yep. What are your thoughts on practical use of Legend Beast Mode? So, I have not used Beast Mode, Jim. I have it on my machine. I am updated and everything. I have not used it. For what it's used for, I don't particularly think that I would use it. I don't feel like Beast Mode is for me personally. I almost feel like Beast Mode is better for our friends across the ocean, in Europe and stuff that might be going for very deep, tones in iron. I don't know. It could definitely be useful around us in a certain circumstance. I feel like for most part, for me, I wouldn't use Beast Mode. I don't even think I've tried it. I don't think I've even tried it. So I'm trying to think, but I don't recall ever using Beast Mode. And part of that reason actually is because I really like my machine where it's set at right now. As we were just talking about getting to know your machine, I have tried different settings on the Legend. I have adjusted things up and down. I have gone through M1, M2, M3, field, park. I mean, you name it. I've done a little bit of everything. Where I have my machine set right now is really good for me. I got no problem picking out stuff in iron. I have no problem picking out really deep targets, up to 14 inches. Typically, if it's deeper than that, it's probably something huge or not very good. So it's tough. It's tough. Maybe one of these days I'll try the Beast Mode, but I just haven't tried it yet. What is this? What did Dispatch say? I will put up a detecting coil keychain if you want to race for. Hey, look at that. We could do that. We can do that. Let me see. Well, I have my wheel of names up, or I could, let me see. I don't know if I can. I don't know how to get everybody here into a race without manually doing it. Let me see. I don't care for Beast Mode. Flip and Plug says, yeah, I don't either. I just don't think it's for me from what I see. I just don't think it's for me. I think you're gonna have fun with that machine. A lot of people seem to like it. It's I think. We'll hashtag. Okay, we'll hashtag for it. We'll hashtag dispatched is what we'll do. I think you're going to like that machine a lot. I think it's going to be a good upgrade from your current machine. And you'll probably find a lot of stuff with that, honestly, Sean. Let's see. So let me get this back in here. Because I X'd out of this on accident. Yes. Let me get this up on the screen. Wow, Danimals, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong thing here. Share screen. Boom. Share. Hashtag dispatched. E-Track was my favorite. The E-Track, that's a good machine. Yep. Bye, everybody. Metal Detecting Time. Tim, have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Good luck if you're going out swinging, and thank you so much. Have a wicked great weekend. Yes, you definitely do, Patty. Excuse me. I've always wondered. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. We'll go on for a little bit longer. I actually didn't intend on going on for this long, but we'll go on for a little bit longer here. Dispatch is going to donate a coil keychain to somebody in the chat here. So we're going to hashtag dispatch to get into that keychain. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Make sure if you haven't watched this channel, you go watch it, because, you know, it's nice to, whether you win or not, support the community for somebody who wants to pay it forward like that and do a cool giveaway. Definitely a color of choice, he's saying as well. So that's awesome. No, we didn't. We got snow, but it's like a dusting out there. There's not much. It looked nice though. I like when everything's covered in white snow. You know. From Southern Missouri. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything else here. But, oh, yeah, as Patty was saying before, excuse me. So I've always wondered, obviously we do. That happens. You get a new machine, you go over your old places, you find new things. Is it because of the machine, or is it because we're digging more stuff, learning the machine? I feel like that's what it is. Now, obviously, machines are different. If you go from a machine that costs $140 to a machine that costs $800, it's a much better machine when you use that $800 machine. 100%, no doubt about it. If you were to buy a Simplex and you were to buy, you know, like say you were to buy a triple score and an Xterra Pro or something like that, or a double score and Xterra, whatever, two machines that, you know, are kind of similar price range, similar capabilities, that type of thing, without being, you know, bottom of the barrel or top of the line. You use one of those machines for a month at a place or a year, and you pound it out and you say, geez, I don't think that, you know, that place got quiet. And then you go back with that other machine and you start finding stuff. And right there, it's because we're learning the machine. It's not because of the machine. I really, truly don't believe it's like, wow, I don't think I would have ever found this if I didn't have the Legend now. You know, I don't think that, you know, if I was swinging the Simplex Plus still, I probably wouldn't find it. I found this because I was using a Legend. Not true. I found it because I was using a Legend, learning that machine, and I wanted to know what that tone was that this machine was just telling me. And I thought that I knew what it was with that machine, and I skipped over it because my ears that I use for discrimination on tone telling me that machine, don't do it. They're telling me on this machine, let's find out what it is. So, oh, we got the Penny Man. What's up, brother? Everybody, please check out the Penny Man. Somewhat new to the YouTube channel scene here. And you might have seen him on some of my videos recently. We've been trying to get out together and dig when we can. Super awesome guy. Absolutely awesome. It's been a pleasure to meet him and have him join me and Brian and Josh, and we get out digging. Absolutely awesome. Absolute legend. As a matter of fact, let me... got the Penny Man as moderator here. Feel free to share your channel, brother. Share your channel up here. Yep, share your channel up here. Grab the link, post it in the comments. Everyone can check out the Penny Man, please. He's does a lot of shorts right now. Maybe someday he's gonna be doing some long-term stuff, but right now it's shorts. But that guy finds some epic stuff, guys. You'll love it. You'll love it. And the bleachers using different detectors, also cherry pick and dug. Yeah. I'm telling you, when you use different machines, it's it definitely, I think it's a lot of it that you find new stuff on old ground is because we're learning that machine. Because that signal that didn't sound so clear, we're digging it up so we can find out what it is. There it is, everybody. The Pennyman rocks. Check it out, please. You won't regret it. Trust me. You're going to find some awesome stuff that he found. Right down to bucket lists that we found together last week. So he found a couple of awesome things. And you'll check them out because he's got his shorts out of those. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. So you don't want to miss out on that. All right. And it's not, you'll see more of him. No doubt about it. You'll see more of him on his channel, on our channels together. We'll be out digging, saving history. So thank you. Thank you very much. Hashtag dispatch to get it on that coil keychain. Thank you, everybody. Subbing the Pennyman. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you got to clean the trash out of the way. Some sites are like that too. You know, I've been to places where you dig and you dig and you dig and all you find is garbage, or it might be even, you know, kind of quiet type thing. And then all of a sudden it wakes up. There's a lot right across the street from my house where there was some old houses from the late 1800s to early 1900s that are no longer there. I went over there one day with a few friends and we were swinging. One of my friends, it was a wicked hot day. One of my buddies was sitting down on the edge of the woods line in the shade, drinking some water, taking a break. And right in front of him, I swung and there was a piece of foil that was basically on the surface. I got the signal. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like foil, but it sounds good. And all I did literally was put my pointer on the ground. It was right there. I scratched up the grass and out came this little thing of foil. Threw the foil in my bag. I swung right over it. Then I got a mid-tone. I'm like, oh, okay, what's this? So I pop it up, and it was a beautiful cuff button. I literally couldn't hear that cuff button. All I could hear was that foil signal being right on the surface. I removed that foil, and pretty much directly underneath it was a cuff button that foil was covering up. So you get that trash out of the way, there's probably good stuff underneath. Foil is the devil. Definitely. Definitely. I don't want you finding that foil. Foil's the devil. And he's going to put some stickers in with the coil keychain. Thank you so much. We'll give everybody about 1 more minute to hashtag dispatch. Make sure you're in. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. One of these days we'll get together and dig too. It would be such a blast. It would be such a blast. Going out to pound my coal to the soil. 60 and sunny, Joe. I am jealous. Good luck. Wicked happy hunting, brother. Thank you, Joe, so much. Go find some awesome stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. You never, ever know. You never know. That's why you got to dig it all. That's why it's important to recheck your holes. I've had that happen many times where, you get a good signal, you pop the plug, and then you go searching there, and you're like, what the heck is this? Seriously, it wasn't a square nail. It wasn't and you move that square nail, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that tone just cleaned up, and yeah, it's much better. Sorry, I just got a message from my wife. And so we rescued a dog. I think it was maybe 6 months ago now or so, roughly. And she's definitely husky, but we didn't know what else. She's a mix. And one of the things that she really wanted for Christmas was a DNA test for our dog to see what it is. So she just got the results back. She's out playing Frisbee golf right now, but she just got the results back and messaged me. And we got the results that our dog is 85% husky, Siberian husky, which we knew she was at least some, and 15% Pomeranian. We used to have 2 little Pomeranians, Marley and Joplin. They were awesome dogs. I loved those dogs, man. So that's really cool that we got this rescue pup, and I've always wanted a husky since I was little. We've had Pomeranians, and they're so awesome. They're such smart dogs. And now we have a husky Pomeranian mix. We just got the results back for us, so that's so awesome. Those here, excuse me. Yeah. Those fields have been so awesome. Paul was just on, actually, the person who dug the Nova. Yeah, those fields are awesome. I'm hoping. I think there's still more stuff there too. I think if we go back, we'll find some good stuff. Absolutely. Love my palms. Grew up with huskies as well. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I miss our palms. They're so awesome. We have all of our animals actually are rescues in the house. That's awesome. That is so cool. We need that. We need that for sure. That's a strange combination. It is. I think they call him a Pomsky, actually. Or I don't know. It's more husky than Pom. But I guess that explains why she's a husky, but she's not as big as a husky. She's definitely smaller, but she looks just like a husky, you know? Without a doubt, brother. That would be absolutely awesome. We're going to pull this. All right, we're going to do this. Good luck to everybody. #dispatched. Here we go for some stickers and a coil keychain. Thank you so much for paying this forward and doing that for everybody. Let's go. Good luck. Here we go. Very best of luck to you. Make sure you thank Dispatch. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Follow him. Check him out. 3 Good Nerds. Justin. Justin and 3 Good Nerds. Absolutely great people. So I have one of my other channels. I have a couple of channels, and actually my repairs channel, Wicked Repairs, just hit 2,000 subscribers. When I woke up this morning, I hit 2,000 subscribers. So that is awesome. And I know a lot of people follow me from here over there as well. So thank you so much. And then I have my Everything Wicked channel, where I open up Pokemon cards, sports cards, go through comic books, all toys, all kinds of different stuff. It's kind of a variety channel. That's where I met Justin at, and his amazing family at 3 Good Nerds. Absolutely awesome. Just genuine as can be. Super awesome, down to earth, fun shows, fun people. Highly recommend that you go check out 3 Good Nerds. You'll probably see a lot of stuff that, guys that are around our age is going to be super nostalgic of the stuff that he shares. Huge fan of Don Mattingly, and any of us all in this age group, as I mentioned, grew up with Don Mattingly and watched that guy play. Amazing ball player. And Justin really brings out the best in all these old cards that we used to collect and stuff. So very cool. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Dispatched. So Justin, get in contact with Dispatched. We'll figure out how you want to do it and let them know what color you want. So Mr. Gold Pannin Dutchy Jacko, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. And Justin, let them know what color you would like. I don't know what the options are exactly, but dealer's choice. Very nice. Oh, there we go. He's saying dealer's choice. And if you need to dispatch, if it makes it easier, you can reach right out to me. I have Justin's address. I can, forward his address to you. That way you can ship it out. Whatever's easiest for you, as far as you guys getting your communication together to get that sent out. I really appreciate it. Oh, there it is right there. There's Dispatch's email. Chris, thank you so much. You have a great day as well. Wicked happy hunting. Let's get out there and save some history. And there you go. I'll get his email back up there where you can make sure you get it, screenshot it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Guys, everybody, I've had a wonderful, I planned on going on for an hour, and we've been on for 2 hours because I've been having such a great time with everybody here today. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you for your support. So far, my first hunt of 2025 was crap, but that's the way it goes. That's reality. Sometimes we go out and we don't find anything. But it's been an absolutely wonderful morning. It's such a good time here. And I thank you all for your support, really. As always, this channel would not be anything without all of you being here. It just really wouldn't. We wouldn't be able to grow together, to share stuff together. Really means a lot to me. And please, as I mentioned probably a few times inside this stream, check out everybody else's channels, because there are so many great channels, content creators inside this chat. Absolutely amazing. So check everybody out. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the winners for everything. Dispatch, once again, thank you so much for donating a coil and some stickers. I really appreciate that. And Justin, Three Good Nerds, I got some stuff I'm going to be sending out to you as well, on top of that. So thank you so much. Everybody have a good weekend. I'm going to get off now. Going to go make lunch for me and my kids. Enjoy the rest of our Saturday off. Thank you again so much for being here. Wicked happy hunting. Happy New Year. And have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Peace out.